Good morning. I'm Rebecca Schweitzer, and today I have the absolute joy of introducing Lacy Ferrell. While Lacy may be widely known for her impeccable skill in MUS and St. Mary's theater productions, in our shared Meaning of Life class last semester, I got to know her as so much more than that. She is an outstanding friend, sister, role model, daughter, writer, leader at Happening, storyteller, and more. However, I do want to briefly return to the theatrical aspect of Lacy because she is our lead in St. Mary's upcoming production of Legally Blonde the Musical coming to Buckman Rose Theater next week. So be sure to support her and buy your tickets so you can too understand why she is so greatly known for her talents. Now, I know that you are eager to soak up all of the insight that she is about to bestow upon you all, so I present to you our very own Elle Woods, Lacy Eldon Ferrell.
I love you. For years, I said that without thinking about what it meant. Although I struggled with love, I knew that I wanted it. As I got older, I was able to see the three people who taught me love is more than a concept. My mom is why I know love is a choice. She started drinking when I was around 7 years old. She was a terrifying hero to me. When I was younger, I didn't understand why the love she gave me looked different than the love my peers seemed to receive. But as I grew, I saw her as a young girl who'd been hurt too. And she was dealing with life the best way she knew how. So I choose to forgive her, and I forgive her every day, and I will always love my mother so much. She is incredibly important to me. She taught me to focus on the good, because as awful as her bad days were, every good moment was worth it. Everything that happened with her has made me a more empathetic person. It showed me how to love through pain. To love someone unconditionally, you don't have to let them hurt you. You just have to forgive them. Love isn't easy, but that's what makes it even more special. The first person who made me feel love outside my family was my best friend of 3 years. He was kind, insightful, and treated me well. We met in middle school at a time when home wasn't something I talked about. I was desperate for connection, and he gave it to me. I'd worry a lot about him being unlovable, but he never made me worry because I was careful with him, careful to make sure I was funny, sweet, and as close to perfect as I could manage. When we stopped hanging out, it was not losing him that broke me, but it was learning that my best friend no longer loved me. I hadn't done anything. He had just realized his love for me had faded, and in that loneliness, I found out I have to be okay with loving with the risk of loss. My love for someone might lessen, our connections might flicker, but part of me will always love them. I discovered how kind the world can be this summer. I stayed with my best friend Katie Robinson and her family for 2 weeks. She treated me with more kindness than I had ever seen. She listened to all my worries, and she sat with me when I cried and told me I was loved. I had never felt love from a friend like that. I hadn't done anything to make her love me. She just saw me at my lowest and decided to be there. Her parents followed suit, and I suddenly felt like I belonged in that warm family environment. After being around Katie, I learned that love is most needed when people do not ask, and the easiest way to give someone love is to help them. Help the person sitting alone, help the person smiling, and love them through it all. I now know that I have to decide to love, and most importantly, decide to love myself. The love of these three people will always be a huge part of me. I love them, but I also love myself.